Your partner's sibling hates you. Here's how to deal with it. You walk into family dinner with a smile, carrying your plate, and instantly feel the tension. The sibling barely nods in your direction. Maybe they avoid eye contact. Maybe they roll their eyes when you laugh with your partner. It's uncomfortable, like sitting down at a table where you're the only one who didn't get the inside joke. Every comment feels like a test. Every silence feels heavier than it should. It almost feels like you're on trial for a crime you don't even know you committed. Your first instinct might be to fight back, prove yourself, win them over, or at least clap back with a clever response. But pause for a second. Instead of reacting, you start asking yourself, why are they like this? Maybe they're protective, thinking no one will ever be good enough for their sibling. Maybe they're jealous, missing the one-on-one time they used to have. Or maybe, honestly, they're just grumpy by default. Whatever the reason, spotting the pattern helps you decide your next move. If their mood dips only when you're affectionate with your partner, jealousy might be in play. If they've been icy since day one, it could be protective instinct. And if they're snarky with everyone, maybe it's not about you at all. Understanding this gives you a kind of shield. Instead of taking every jab personally, you can see it for what it is, their issue, not your failure. That doesn't make the tension disappear, but it keeps you grounded. Of course, knowing the why doesn't stop the digs from landing. You're mid-conversation, and the sibling tosses a sarcastic comment across the table. You feel the urge to snap back, but you catch yourself. Fighting fire with fire? That only makes the whole dinner go up in smoke. So you keep your cool. A calm smile, a quick, I hear you, or even a simple interesting is often enough. You're not giving them fuel, and you're not proving their point. It's not about winning them over in that moment. It's about refusing to join their war. And here's where things get interesting, because not every interaction has to be a cold standoff. You notice small openings. They're wearing sneakers that look sharp. They're into a show you happen to know about. They post about a band you also like. These tiny moments can be bridges. You don't need to gush. You don't need to force it. A simple, hey, nice shoes. Where'd you get those? Or, I saw you post about that band. I love their music too, is enough to start turning the vibe. Small compliments, shared jokes, or even acknowledging their wins can chip away at the wall they've built around you. It doesn't mean you'll be best friends, but it proves you're not the enemy they might imagine you to be. But what if the wall stays up? What if the side eyes become sharper, or the digs become more personal? That's when your partner steps in, respectfully, but firmly. You don't need to stage a family drama showdown, but your partner can remind their sibling, hey, you don't have to love them, but you do need to respect them. Sometimes that's enough to reset the tone, and if it's not, you give yourself permission to pull back. You don't have to keep knocking at a door that stays closed. Focus on strengthening your relationship, building your bond, and letting time do its work. Space can be just as powerful as effort. There's also the matter of where you interact. If every encounter is on their turf, their house, their favorite hangout, it might feel like you're the intruder. So, tweak the environment. Suggest something neutral, a trivia night, mini golf, a group movie, a place where conversation isn't the whole show. Neutral zones have a way of softening edges. When the setting changes, sometimes the dynamic does too. And when none of it works, that's when you play the reset card. You stop trying to win their approval and focus on what you can actually control, your connection with your partner. If the sibling comes around eventually, great. If not, you still have something solid. Sometimes the best move isn't to push harder, but to step back and let the dust settle on its own. Here's something you might want to use that might instantly shift the energy. I know family is everything to you, and I'm not here to take that away. I just hope we can find some middle ground, simple, respectful, and powerful. It acknowledges their role without challenging it. It says, I see you, and I'm not trying to replace you. And more often than not, that lowers the guard they've been holding. Even if it doesn't, you've still handled yourself with calm and respect. You didn't let their mood define you. You didn't let their shade ruin your relationship. That's the real win. Because while approval is nice, what matters most is the bond you share with your partner. So the next time you walk into family dinner and feel that icy glare, remember this. You're not auditioning for Sibling of the Year. You're here because your partner chose you. Respect is enough. And sometimes when you stop chasing approval, it shows up on its own.